welcome back to my channel, Chewing with Chimmy. In this video, I'm going to show you how I do clone the pattern. Let's get started. Welcome back with Chewing with Chimmy. Do you know that to make these, and these kid dresses, we just need one basic block? So, what is the block? Let me explain how it works. Just for your information that the pattern usually made only half side for the front and half side from the back. For the special design which is not symmetry, it's required each side depend on the design itself. In terms of our DIY pattern, we will clone the dress into the pattern. The process is divided into 3 steps. First, we will make the block. Usually you can buy ready-made block with the size XS, S, M, L or whatever you want to buy, or you could make it by yourself and then adjust the size to the person. But in this video we are going to clone from the ready dress into the block, and then we will develop it into master draft and then into the pattern. So here is actually block is always main size and have only basic design. After you draw it, we will just cut following the shapes. It can be used many times and without seam allowance. After you have the block, we will make the master draft. It's just trace from the block into pattern paper. So here is you will develop your design from the basic, and adjustment also happen here after the 12. So no cut for shaping, so it will be still in paper like this, and here is no seam allowance. So how we will use it to cut the fabrics? So we will make a pattern. So here is actually just trace from the master draft exactly, and then we add seam allowance which is usually 1 centimeter or depend on the side of the pattern. So we need to cut the following shapes after we finish drawing for cutting the fabrics. In this process, it could be that we need to adjust the size or design, and professionally we need to make it many times until it fits perfectly, which is we call it the 12 assessment. Usually these 12 are made from calico or the same fabrics, but in our DIY we don't need to do this. Adjustment of size could be done to the garment straight away, or we can make adjustment to our next projects. Why kids dress? As no dot requirement for bust, so bust is quite tricky for beginners. Better to make the size bigger than the kid size. So if it's too big, just wait, then kids will grow, right? Okay, let's start with cloning the dress into the block. Here is what you need. A dress. We need a basic dress which is easy to clone. Symmetric, no sleeve, no color, chest or waist part of feet, not weird design and made from non-stretch fabric. Pencil or marker. It's good to have the taper pencils because millimeter differences could be affecting the size when you draw the pattern, especially with small size pattern. Ruler and French curve. Even though we do the cloning, but we need this ruler and French curve to make the lines perfect. Tape measurement. It's used to measure the body to make sure that the size of the pattern is fit to the body. Paper scissors. Remember to separate the fabric scissors and the paper scissors. Card or paper, which is 180 to 250. This is different than pattern paper, which is thin. The thick paper are good for making block as it's more durable. So how to make this block? We will make this block as 2 parts, front bodice and back bodice. Keep in mind that usually the front bodice are more concave in the armhole and neckline. Usually making the back bodice first and then front bodice. Making the front part can be done in two different ways. First, just adjusting from the back part for the neckline and armhole, but we need to understand about the pattern maker rules and we trace it from the dress as cloning. In this video, we will do the second option, which is clone from the front part of the dress. So we will clone each side separately. Prepare the dress. We start with the back bodice part. Put the dress in the flat area. Upper side is in the front part. Fold it in the center. Prepare the cord. Make sure that the sideline of the cord are straight. Put the folded dress straight to the sideline of the cord. Trace the other side in each line from the dress part, from the side bodice, armhole, shoulder, and neckline. Mark the chest or the waist. Thicken the pattern line with ruler and French curve. Try to make the center front and neckline corner 90 degrees. This will make the mid neckline curve smoothly straight. Do the same for corner between shoulder and armhole. This will make the smooth connection between the armhole in the front bodice and armhole in the back bodice. Don't forget to put the block name, gender, size, part of the block, notices, and so on. This has been discussed in our other video about the basic sewing for beginners. Now to the front bodice, which is nearly the same step as the back bodice. Put the dress with the back on top, fold it in the center, put the dress on top of the cord, put side by side with the back bodice block. Trace it to the cord. Remember about the armhole and neckline, which is more concave. So make sure to trace the front part with lifting the back part of the dress in armhole and neckline during the cloning. The steps from tracing to the thickening the lines are the same as the back bodice part. Make sure that the length of the both shoulders from the front and back of the bodice are the same. Do the same measurement size of the side bodies. Make sure that all measurements are fit to the kid's body. Cut out the block each side. Check if everything fits perfectly. Sometimes these things also happen that we need to fix it to make it smooth. After we make this basic block, we will learn how to develop it into master draft and pattern, depend on the design. So see you in the next video. Bye!